Hi folks, it's Diecastbuffet here again, and if you just watched the Homestead season finale of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, I first want to say thank you for tuning in, but I got something very special for y'all. So if you just watched that, you just seen Denny Hamlin claim the inaugural Duralast Cup, and I thought it was very fitting to make a custom diecast for that. So without further ado, let me show you what I've made. Here she is, folks. Denny Hamlin's 2018 FedEx Express Toyota Camry. And this car right here has been fully customized from scratch. It really has. It has been customized from scratch. And to show the comparison, before we really dig into this thing, I want people to know what this thing used to look like. And it was identical to the car to the left. This car was in the NASCAR Authentics line, and sure enough, the other one that I'm holding in my hand is the same one from it. Yes, the chassis are black in this one, and they're not on the one on the left. But let's kind of dig into this one. So, first off, Denny Hamlin wins the championship. He didn't win the race at Homestead. Chase Elliott did. But I thought it was really fitting to make this diecast, you know. With Denny Hamlin won the championship, I thought it was it'd be really cool to make a Camry with this. So now we have a Ford, a Chevy, and a Camry, all with the confetti and whatnot on it. But I was planning to make Boyer's as well. I was like, if Boyer wins it, I'm making his. If Hamlin wins it, I'm making his. Hamlin wins it, so I'm like, okay, we're making his. And I really wanted to do another normal race win, so that's why I did Chase Elliott's. But my theory behind this car, so obviously it's at Homestead Miami Speedway. He just won the championship. That's why there is so much confetti on this car. It's a lot more than my usual ones. A lot of confetti on, because it's the championship, you know, it's the big one. So I loaded this thing down with a lot of confetti all over this car, all over it, guys. And then you look over here at the front, and I've noticed a few times at Homestead, the track, or at least the cars that win there, they look really dirty, guys. Like, I'm not going to lie. They look really dirty. So, like, I was looking at reference photos, and I realized how dirty those cars were. So, I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but I hand-painted, guys, those black marks you see on it. Like, right here, above my thumbnail. Those little black spots, I hand-painted that. That little smear right there, I hand-painted that. Right over here. This is all just detail dirt from the racetrack. As you can see, that FedEx, or not FedEx, but the Denny Hamlin's number 11 right there. The Camry on the left is the complete OG Lionel Camry, and the Camry on the right is the Diecastbuffet one. And as you can see, I added dirt not only to the splitter, underneath, you know, like the little artificial grills, and I even added a little bit of dirt onto the grill. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see a few black spots, and you can just see how this car has a lot more dirt on it, because I've noticed that in a lot of like race winning cars, they do have some dirt on the front of it. You know, you run around a track for 4 hours, you're gonna pick up some dust from cleaning equipment, from just the overall, you know, racetrack itself, pit road, you know, a lot of dirt that just accumulates on a race car. But the main part about it, guys, and y'all probably seen this earlier, is the right rear and the left rear tires. These tires have been completely chewed up, torn up. So I didn't want to go for a full blown out. So I didn't go as far as I did with the Ryan Blaney one, with like a complete blowout. This one was just like a little bit of a blowout, you know, burning it down a little bit, but not just enough to just blow up the tire, but enough to just, you know, okay, maybe he did blow up the tire, but you get the point. Let me get a good zoom on it right there, and you can see that there's like the black kind of rub around it. That generally happens whenever one of these tires come apart. The tire, it just the cords of it, you know, it just starts wrapping around and just doing this, you know, it's just like, it just basically does that. And that's what you kind of get, this little effect there. But what's so cool about this is that, okay, most people when they make these customs, they just go with a flat, you know, just black line around it. That's not me, guys. That's not Diecastbuffet. I put the time in to make it look like this, where you can see like the gaps in between. You can see the fading. You can see the transition. It's so much more accurate than what most people do. And I didn't stop there. I even bent this in right here. So not only does it have the tire kind of flap, you know, the tire comes apart more and more and more, and it just keeps hitting the fender well. So you have that, but it also have the bent corner right here, and you can see right there. If I can get a good zoom on it, you can see how that's bent. So I went ahead and bent that, made that kind of a little damage there. But overall, I really like how this tire came apart pretty well. I think that looks really good. It looks I think looks very believable. But again, that's just, you know, a visual observation from me. But let me know what y'all think. I'm very proud of that. On the other side, I didn't neglect it, but I've noticed that the right rears, for some reason, they blow out a lot more and come apart a lot more than your normal left rears. You know, on this one, I did chew up, you know, the tire pretty well there. This one, I really like how this one came out. Pretty chewed up right there. You can kind of see how, like, that there's a big piece right there. It's kind of like just hanging there, just pretty chewed up stuff. You can just see how that, but that's all detail, hand done by me, detailed there. I even added a little bit more fading work around this, right about around this left rear. You can see a paint right there above my thumbnail, and right here above my thumbnail you can see there's some paint there that's been faded. Pretty cool how much detail you can really put on these super small cars. And as usual with a lot of my customs, I did do the detailed dashboard. We do have the foot pedals that are detailed. If I can get, once again, a good zoom. Okay, maybe you can't see it with the lighting, so I do apologize for that. But if you've seen my previous customs, you will know that I do have detailed foot pedals. I did paint the steering wheel. You can kind of see a little bit of a gray silver there. I did paint the middle of it. You can kind of see right there. It's super hard to see with the way the camera is and the car, you know, of course, being black. But because originally the chassis was gray like this, I went in and made my version of a Gold Series car. But just overall, guys, I'm so excited to be able to make this car. You know, I've been wanting to make another custom race win. And what better way to do it than do the championship one? You know, this wasn't a race winner, but it was a championship winner, and this is what I'm definitely going to hold on to. This is one I'm very proud to have. This car symbolizes my YouTube channel because the Diecastbuffet started out with the Daytona stop motion. It's because of that Daytona stop motion that I'm making this video right now, and that's the reason Diecastbuffet started, because of that Daytona stop motion and because of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. So it's very fitting to be able to make a diecast about it, and this diecast commemorates that first season that started Diecastbuffet, just started my whole YouTube thing, and really pushed me to chase a dream that I've always wanted to. And I'm blown away, guys. I mean, I'm at the time of this recording, I'm at 247 subscribers right now, and I cannot say thank y'all enough for every single subscriber. I am just blown away with the amount of support y'all give me on YouTube and on Instagram. I mean, we're nearing 1,500 on Instagram. I'm just blown away, guys. It's really cool to see how, in a span of half a year, how much you can really accomplish when you just ignore being afraid, ignore the barrier that's kind of pushing you back, the mental barrier you set up for yourself. If you just ignore that and just do what you want to do and chase your dreams, I mean, it's amazing, you know. I just never thought in a million years I would be making custom die casts. As a kid, I always wanted to, but to actually be able to do it and to share my passion and love for this sport and the collecting aspect to it as well, and to see other people feel the same way, it's just so cool, guys. I cannot say it enough, and I am so excited that my YouTube account has more than 10 subscribers. But I'm just extremely excited, and will say though that the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, if you have not seen the video, it has been confirmed I will be making Season 2. So look for that in August or September. I will be taking the off season, the few months of the off season, to focus on gameplay videos, but also to get the diecast for that series. I'm going to try to get as much 2019 cars as possible. It really depends on Lionel. If Lionel doesn't release a lot of cars for 2019, well, poop. But if Lionel releases a bunch, then that's great, you know, because there's some cars that do concern me, like Martin Truex Jr.'s 19 car. If Lionel poops a duck and that car isn't available until like October, then we're in a bind. But I don't think it is. I think most of the diecast releases are going to be out by June or July. So that'd be cool. But yeah, I'm going to take the off season to kind of focus on what we're going to do for Season 2. I'll have a video explaining probably the off-season changes and stuff I'll be implementing for Season 2, but it is confirmed, guys, and I really hope y'all enjoy Diecastbuffet. I hope y'all enjoyed the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series Season 1, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And if you're new around here, guys, smash that subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up for this diecast. Thumbs up. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you have a great one, and Diecastbuffet signing off.